probably a fun fact on me is that I like to read. Like I like to read. That's a lost art nowadays. Oh, my great uncle is Jesse Owens. He won 4 gold medals in 1936.
I always want to leave people with this, man, to all the viewers and everybody out there, man. Make sure you guys finish your story. Make sure you guys finish your journey because somebody's going to need it.
Yeah. All you got to do is push the back button. That's all you got to do is push the back signal.
Try not to think about the future too much so you can maximize the now.
Who's your favorite rap artist?
Man, to be honest, it's crazy. Tupac always been my number one, right? Like he got me through so much stuff, but Lil Wayne has been in the modern day.
I said, what does it really take? What does it really take to be great, Drew? And he looked at me and he was like, you really want to know? And he was like, to be honest, everything you did to get here, you need to be consistent times 10.
Yo, your mic going on. Your mic.
It might help if I had it on, huh?
What's going on, everybody? It's Taco Tuesday over here. Sports Chatter Show, man. We chattering without the microphones. Don't mind us, man. You know, ain't a daily routine, man. But thank you for bringing me on, Coach. I'm tripping tonight.
Everybody tripping tonight. And that's because we got a fire show gonna get you pumped up and ready to talk about it. Before we get to the first segment, we got to bring on the rookie of the year thus far, laying his claim, doing his thing. My man Will, what's up, man?
How we doing, man? Appreciate y'all.
Woo, come here, sound like show you ride.
The infamous.
Yeah, man. So how was y'all day today, fellas?
Day was good. Can't complain. You know, none of my coworkers won't come to work, you know, but I hope they feel better, you know. So, you know, took a day myself, you know, to make everything that was provided to the kids at work today. So shout out to myself, shout out to my boss lady Lisa, you know what I'm saying, holding me down, you know, and yeah, it was smooth.
It's another day in the neighborhood, man. I had a good day.
Good.
Got some rest.
Well, hopefully we can put that cherry on top of it with a fire-ass show tonight.
Let's do it.
Okay, man. So,
Wait,
you know.
cherry on top. Wait, this is goddamn Taco Tuesday, bro. Like, what are y'all doing talking about cherries and tops and this?
Hey, man, I'm fat. I like to eat. It's going to be food regardless.
Okay. Well, look, this dude don't go Leroy. Don't say that Leroy without the junior live from STWF Studios. I took the break off yesterday so I can show my face today. I'm rocking a big Shirley hat. Shout out to my guy Coley Cole. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is a Sports Chatter Show, man. The show where I enjoy the most because we get to talk about the post that y'all post in a group. We get to talk about y'all. So this is the only show we get to talk about y'all. So y'all definitely should have known I was gonna make this one. So what up, fellas?
Man, doing our thing, fam. Doing our thing.
We really know why you showed up for this one.
Yes.
Yeah. Crowd knows too.
We got to throw them a bone every now and then.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I may have gotten some of the notes for the show tonight. You know what I'm saying? And of course, I got to represent my guy, man. You know what I'm saying? I was not going to lose, you know, this nice show.
Well, before we can get to that exciting part, our first segment of the night, shout out to you, Kawan, because you must have been in the background hanging out with us. The Raiders ain't trending down. The Raiders ain't trending down. They down bad.
Oh, yeah. They down that road. They down that dice roll. All that.
So, as we know, last night, the Raiders do what the Raiders do. So, if obviously, you know, while we was on here last night doing the play call sheet show, we was keeping up with the game, and the Raiders jumped out to a 17-0 lead. Under normal circumstances, that might be enough of a cushion to get it done. But again, shout out to you, Dominique. The Raiders do what the Raiders do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were losing.
Yeah, exactly. And I called it. When we called it, so some of us called it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's not a lot to the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes being down 17. It's not a lot.
Not a lot.
And they did that last night.
That's true. That's true. You know, so what is it? Was it the Chiefs comeback or was it the Raiders just debacle? Did they just lose the game? Like, what do y'all think?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was about to say, because honestly, this was the first time I've seen Jacobs come alive the way he did last night.
He did.
I don't know what happened. So what do y'all think? Was it the Chiefs being the Chiefs, making a good comeback, or did the Raiders actually lose this game?
If it's any other team, I say the Raiders lost it, but the Chiefs do this. This is what the Chiefs and Mahomes do. I got a stat for y'all. Following last night, this is from Field Yates. Following last night's win, the Chiefs are now 12-9. That's a 571 record with starting quarterback Mahomes when they down by 10 points. During that same stretch, all other QBs 156 and 873, 15%. It's not even close.
It's not even close at all.
What Mahomes is doing in terms of comeback, he's the comeback kid.
Mm-hmm. And in the division. Against the division, he's over 80%. He's one or two quarterbacks in the NFL. Other one being Dak Prescott. They dominate their division foes. When it's time to play the division, you get those wins to stack up, and it helps your resume.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't playing no games. You say it about your man in New England. They pedal on. They do what they do. But the Raiders lost this game, absolutely. Well, I agree with you. Raiders lost this game last night. They lost it for several reasons. Down the stretch, they went for two. When they should have just went for the tie, it would have been. Yeah. I think if they would have went for the tie, I think that last possession they had would have been more smooth for them. Different plays, different outcome, probably. Who knows? But yeah, they shot themselves in the foot.
So here's a couple of interesting things for you. Like we said, the Raiders going Raiders. So they had a rare feat last night. They blew a 17-point lead. That's granted, but they didn't commit a single turnover. That's pretty rare to just choke it down like that.
That's just the Chiefs, man. That means the only real mistake they made was the idea to go for it. And yet the Chiefs just do what the Chiefs do. And they got to stop. That's why they went for it. They went for it because they didn't think that they were going to get the stop. In the second half, Mahomes was unstoppable. So they figured we're not going to get this stop against them. So let's try to at least get up and make them have to go to full length of the field and actually score something. And they ended up getting the stop. But
they committed a penalty and gave them a first down.
Yeah.
And then went on to score the TD.
Yeah. So
that was a bonehead move, man.
Yeah. It was. Honestly, the call was kind of, I don't know. Like, I get it. He definitely, it is the call. It's but a defensive holding on a field goal when he just kind of pulled him back with him. That's a call.
Yeah, I was like that in my mind, and I know. We watched football for a long time, but for a second, I'm like, is this a new rule or something? They get automatic first. That's
right.
Just like to the referees shooting the Raiders in the foot after they gave him a call, on the Chris Jones fumble sack.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they called a roughing the passer, which was
as a makeup call.
That's a terrible call.
The Raiders got away with some things and weren't able to convert. And this is just them being them. They signed Devontae Adams to this big money. And I think signing somebody to big money when your receiving core last year wasn't bad. You kind of bring a big ego in there, and then you see the performance of the other receivers behind Devontae Adams. Waller left the game after 6 snaps last night with
he got injured.
Yeah, he still hurt. Yeah.
It helped him last night. You lose your gun, and then your receivers are acting bogus on the football field. Everyone besides the man you signed to all this money.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, like, they had multiple chances to win the game. They went for 2, and they threw a pass. Like, what I'm saying? Like, they had Josh Jacobs running the ball like amazing. I think he had over 100 yards and a touchdown. So they should have, continued feeding that guy.
Oh, they did though. When they went for the 2, they ran it.
They ran it.
Yeah, he got stopped.
He got stuck. Yeah.
Oh yeah. He got stopped, but it was a play before that they actually, with the field goal. So it was a lot of opportunities that they had that they should have won. And why would you go for 2? Why did they not go for 1? For field goal?
Josh, as the head coach, man, I am not sold on that dude. He's shaky at best.
And that's why I don't get either. Like, you lost momentum. You was able to get that touchdown, and then you lose all of it again, basically, by trying to go for an extra point. Instead of going for the real extra point. It doesn't make no sense to me. That's
right,
Josh
exactly. He went for
McDaniel.
164 yards. I'm aware.
Josh McDaniel being Josh McDaniel. All these jobs he gave up. Now he's in a situation, and he's paying for it right now. Palmer is paying for the Raiders, paying the Raiders right now because of who they hired as a coach, who they still got as a quarterback. I'm sorry, Derek Carr. Sorry. And who they signed for all that money? Devontae Adams. I'm telling you.
That's 3 questionable moves.
Right. 3 questionable moves. And I'm not even hating on I'm not hating on Devontae, but
I don't know if signing Devontae is a questionable move, though. That's the best wideout in the game at the time. Like, and he has rapport with Carr. You guys needed a receiver. Your number 1 draft pick that you probably shouldn't have picked was Ruggs. He in jail right now. He done.
Fair enough.
So you had to replace that mistake, and you had a chance to get a premier wideout in the league. I don't really fault them for that.
Thanks. And they need to get butts in seats. I mean, it's Las Vegas.
Yeah.
They needed some big names. So, like I agree. What Jesus says?
He says Devontae Adams in Raiders form already too.
He's not lying.
Hey, shout out to Brandon, man. He's a stand-up guy, man. I think when they had that first losing streak, he was in there taking his lumps, man. But he was like, "Hey, Dominique, you got me out here getting jumped." So shout out to you, man.
That's what happens, man. We don't need nobody hiding when your football team loses. Trust me. I'm going to say it, and I got to believe it, and I got to do it. You won't see me hiding. So everybody whose teams lose, and then you hide, and then something comes up, it may be serious. Shout out to the people that deal with serious issues. But it's a number of people that have left numerous of times. And you can't make excuses every time that your team loses and you want to go hiatus. Got to take it to the chest, man. Shout out to Brandon, man. Real talk, man.
Yeah, you got to be there.
Raiders have been shitty for years.
That's my guy.
And they're going to continue to be shitty. But at least you know that.
No doubt. Hey, he don't be in there with all the smoke. But that's what the Sports Chatter show is about, right?
Absolutely.
It's true.
So let's look at some of these comments. This is actually from Godfrey. How the refs cheated for the Raiders and they still lost. How is that possible, man? I think Raiders are quickly becoming. Now, I know my Cowboys get all the smoke, deservedly so. But man, y'all Raiders, man, I think y'all about to get ready to pass us. Cause y'all talk so much noise to not have won your division since 2002.
Lord. And it ain't looking good.
Nah, not at all. So Marie said just lose, baby. Shout out to the great Al Davis.
Yeah.
Al Davis rolling over in his grave.
Rolling over in his grave. Bo Jackson. Rolling over in his
Godfrey Jr. and Dominic Lopez said Carr was a Hall of Famer. Shit. Hey man, it's getting funny in there. Devontae said otherwise. He slammed that helmet like he listened to heavy metal.
His cleats were like heavy metal last night.
Man, that last play, that was a Raiders play.
Honestly, that was nobody's fault though. That was a great play by the defense. If you watch, they broke it down. So his route is supposed to get off clean, and he didn't. Yep. So when he didn't get off clean, Renfro ran his route the right way. Their timing was off because of him not getting off clean. So at worst, Devontae he got jammed up. He's not supposed to get jammed up though.
I like that. I'm old school. I like when the cornerback cuts your body in half.
Yeah,
jam your ass at the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely.
That's supposed to come with peanut butter and jelly. You know what I'm saying? It just come together shit. Like you said, that to me, that's the type of football I expect. And and Fuion Carr for not even knowing that. You know what I'm saying? He knew something was up, so he threw the ball unknowingly and cost the team the game.
Just chunked it up.
Right. And then he's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, your guy tackled your other man, bro. Like, you're not getting a PI call.
What was funny about it is like when you see where the ball landed, none of them receivers making it to where that ball landed anyway. Yeah. So they would have been disappointed regardless.
So. Yes, they were. Yes, they were. Let me see. We got Godfrey says they both miss each other. I'm sorry. Let me go back. No, he wish he took a pay cut to stay in Green Bay. Talking about Devontae. Yeah. They both miss each other. They both do look kind of bad. But life is about choices. Do you want to get paid, or do you want to win, or do you want to do both?
Wait, hold on. Wait. Repeat that comment again. Who made that comment?
That's Godfrey. He says they both miss each other. Life is about choices. Do you want to get paid, or do you want to win, or do you want to do both?
Don't do it.
So I want to ask this. You know,
don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm about to go there. I had another. Another point. But it was along the lines of okay. So I mean, what is it? Because everyone be like, what I'm saying, get your bag, bro. So what is it? You know what I'm saying?
So,
and do you want to stay loyal, build a program, stay with a team and win, or you just want to run and chase the bag? Like Le'Veon Bell, to me, he was the first guy that really started all this foolishness. Him and AB. So what do y'all think about that? What is it?
It was it sometimes deals with the individual.
Right.
I feel like at times it deals with the market. We won't know that really, but I feel like when these guys are going for contracts or going to head somewhere else, or what we're thinking they're going to do, I think this is all set up. I think this is all set at the table, and you're not saying you're going to go to this place, but you're no longer going to be here anymore. And we're going to set up in the media for this to happen. That's how I feel. In Devontae Adams' case, they said Green Bay offered him the same amount of money.
Yeah.
I don't believe Green Bay offered him the same amount of money because if you look down the lines, even though he's the best receiver to play with Aaron Rodgers, they've never signed a receiver in which Aaron Rodgers had.
He's never had a first round.
You just contradicted yourself, because you look at if you say they said that Green Bay was gonna match his back. Do you say you don't believe that they were gonna do that?
No, I don't know. Green Bay. No, it was in the newspapers when Devontae took the offer from the Raiders. Everybody was asking, "Oh, did Green Bay offer him nothing? They didn't offer him nothing." I heard Green Bay offered him the same amount, but in my mind, I think that's blowing smoke. I don't think Green Bay was ever gonna offer him that money. Due to their market, due to who they carry there is their QB. They got their QB. They signed their QB for life.
They got two QBs too. So what is it? So in your personal perspective, should it be players get their money or should they stay with a team and try and win?
Again, I think it's individual to each player, to each person. But I think in this case, this was a real unique case with Devontae Adams because he had the choice between staying on a system and a team that he got great on, that drafted him and he built with. But the quarterback is on. It's got to be his last. I guess he could pull a Brady, but I don't see it. I don't see Rodgers playing the 45. I don't see it. So he's got to make a choice of whether I stick with Rodgers for the next 2 years, but I sign a 5-year deal. And then I've seen everything Jordan Love does in practice. And it ain't much. Like he has to have known what Jordan Love can do. He's been watching
much more with Derek Carr.
Okay, but at least he knew Derek Carr, and Derek Carr was a solid quarterback. Now, it's easy to judge a situation after we see it's not working out.
Hold on. I got footage that I said this was not going to work.
And that's fine.
Because we have a history of it with Amari Cooper, same type of thing. You know what I'm saying? They had all these great players, Ruggs, all these guys, high expectations, and it's this situation. So that's what I'm trying to see.
From this perspective. So first off, Adams did confirm at the 2 point. Actually, he said that the Packers offered him more money.
Right, more.
That was back in June when he confirmed that. But you got to look at 4 unique situations here. One, he's playing with his college quarterback again, so there's familiarity.
That's
right
media
there.
hype.
Hold on. He's playing closer to home. He is a California kid. The third thing is he did get his money, but the most crucial one, A-Rod is so unpredictable. He can be here now and be gone next year. And he's going to be stuck up there to Will's point. Jordan Love throwing on the ball. And he's in Green Bay. And he's not winning there either. So, unique situation is crazy. I would have taken the money if I was him as well.
But we did say stay in a system, right? Not with a quarterback. So, this would be a system that he knows. And if Aaron Rodgers leave, then guess who should be the next man up? Him. And he's already in systems. He should be acclimated with the system and what Jordan Love and everyone's trying to do. So, to me,
that says a lot about Love, though.
This is a bad. This is indicative of this new generation, this new culture. Everyone's chasing his money and not looking at the best situation.
But he didn't chase the money because he took
less.
How
he didn't chase it?
Because Green Bay offered him more. So he chose the situation.
Okay.
I think he just wanted out of Green Bay, to be honest.
He chose the longer situation that he thought would be more stable moving forward. And he took a chance to build something that looked like they were going to build. They were building towards something, the Raiders. Now it didn't. It's not working. But we'll see what happens moving forward. Like, he gave it a shot, though. He rolled the dice. He gambled on himself and Carr.
Big eyes.
Yeah, and exactly. Now watch this. Now watch. And this is and that's what I'm talking about. This is the behavior. Now he's going to start cutting up to where he wants out.
He already started doing it last night.
That's what I'm saying. And that's Antonio Brown. And that's what I'm saying. And this is the type, and these are the players that started this behavior. So that's why I'm speaking on it, because I only see it getting worse. That's all.
I can agree with that.
And since you agree, starting at a younger age with the NIL deal. See, thank you. Thank you.
That does not play in. It never applies.
So that's pretty much the comments. I think we all kind of agree. We got one more here that I want to call out. Anthony, it's a Raider fan. Man, we only got one bad call go our way, which was a roughing the passer. We got cheated on the defensive holding on the field goal, in which they missed. Then Kelsey scored the touchdown. They didn't get cheated. First off, that wasn't very smart. If you're going to do that, don't do it at the end of the line in the open where the ref can see it.
True. Also, Adams getting sued, by the way.
Yes, getting sued. Pushed the fan last night. He's saying that he was just Devontae. We seen the video, bro.
Yeah, that dude didn't run nowhere.
Man. That was it was I'm not gonna call anything dirty or whatever. I don't really care. That's what you do. If it was me, I would be damned if people talking about me. I want to throw less and rights. But you know what you did, Devontae? You was going into the locker room. You was pissed off. You seen somebody, and your mind just went, like Unc said, Antonio Brown.
Yeah, exactly.
Not AB.
Now you got to deal with Kansas City lawyers and going to court. I mean, who wants to do that? Who wants to go to Kansas City 4 times a year, 5 times a year, instead of the actual one that you're supposed to?
So it's interesting that we brought that into the equation, because we sit up here talking about it now. Should he have or should he not have taken the money? But now he's going to start acting out like everybody agrees. He had that incident last night. His legacy can take a hit right here. He's going to go there, be unproductive probably because of the system that's in. The head coach sucks and the quarterback is suspect. So all that's going to play into play where he actually, I guess I'm kind of going back with Unc. Maybe should have stayed in Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm talking about.
But for other reasons.
Hey. You know what they say? You can't give a Negro an inch.
Derail, man. As long as they don't give him a black whip, a crazy lady, and he doesn't do 156 driving, he'll be okay.
I don't know, man. Oakland Raiders, where receivers go to die.
Thank you. I was just about to say,
true.
and he's in the
back. That's why I keep on speaking. I think it was just a whole market issue. I think if it was up to Devontae, people think that the NFL, when people don't be in all of these people's business and all that, you don't think they have a screw where these people go? Just a little bit.
What? I'm sorry. What did you say? Who?
In terms of the market, I said this could be a market move where they wanted Aaron Rodgers to be with new receivers, and technically they given Devontae Adams the wave stick, like be out.
So you think the league's doing that? Yeah, you're on a conspiracy time. That's what you're doing.
No. I feel like it's a lot of things. It's a lot of conspiracy. things. Not in the sense, the whole sense,
but I mean,
some sense.
I'm gonna throw you a bone on this one, too. And shout out to Lil Deucey 504. Why in the building? But K-Rob, he came in, made some mention about, hey, you know what? He's heard of agents possibly doing it. Like, telling this guy, hey, get injured, and you know what? I got this opportunity for a new team. The next, so we've heard it sometime where, hey, this player gets injured, and the next day he goes to get signed for another team. Latavius Murray. Oh, sorry.
Jay Ratcliffe.
Right. So I mean, as far-fetched as it may sound, it's still media. They still need ratings. They still need to be talked about.
Storylines,
yeah, exactly. So I mean, I agree. All of that does play a role into what we see on the field. To the product that we see on the field Sundays and Mondays. But I don't think he should have took. I don't think he should have made that move. He should have stayed and create legacy because I'm from old school gridiron football sports, whereas the team you draft is the team you retire with. You know what I'm saying? So everyone going to chase this bag is just crazy to me.
I appreciate the old school take. I appreciate that. The problem is that the players ain't like that. They'll trade you in a heartbeat. I mean, the teams ain't like that. They'll trade you in a heartbeat. So it's kind of hard.
Job.
It's kind of right, but it's kind of hard to build loyalty when these teams will tank you fast.
That is true. That is true. Good point.
Hey, that's why the NFLPA need to do their job and get these guys guaranteed contracts. The only major of the 4 major sports where they don't have guaranteed money in the entirety of the contract.
And it's the most dangerous sport.
Exactly.
That's why they don't do it.
All right. So we got any more comments before we take our first break?
Man, you took the money.
I'm talking to the stinky Raiders. Put him on the milk carton with Dominic.
Hey, you asked for this, Dominic. I don't talk. I don't talk a lot of noise.
I'm not just vouching for you. Hell no.
Hey, you gonna co-sign? I don't talk noise. I don't talk noise. But you keep coming for it. You need to go back and hide. Turn into a Smurf. We don't need
a gift king for a long time. I'm like, man, where this guy getting these gifts from? He was killing me. But you might want to tread lightly because, like I said, you were looking for that smoke. I said, oh, he been petty today. Yeah.
Coach had some bars on that stream. I was dying.
Well, we're gonna take our first break, y'all. We be back. The next segment, off the chain. Be right back in about 15-20.
What's up, world? Kyrie Robinson, man. New Orleans Saints veteran. Hey, man, make sure you guys go check out my guy, man, STWF, the media, man. Check them guys out. Y'all want to get sports talks with players, with fans, anything like that, man, go check them guys out, man. That's the place to be if you want to talk sports. Who that nation?
So next segment, it's kind of a little bit of an homage to Unc. He came from this environment. And the environment that I'm speaking of is the HBCU and HBCU etiquette.
Oh, thank you. Wait, we have an etiquette now?
Hold on. According to some people, it's rules to this.
What's the time you guys had an etiquette?
That was a goddamn Boston answer right there. Hold on. You sound like you're from Boston.
Hey, who is this? Is this you, Dominique?
Yes, Dominique. Hold on. You know what I told him? I said, once the Raiders get on a winning streak, I'll start talking about cowboy bets for him. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm playing the way you play, man.
You sounding shaky, Mr. Cowboy. I'm telling Jerry.
You can tell Jerry. You know what I'm saying? Dominique likes to. This was Dominique. He likes to not. He's not betting for his team at all. He's taking those games that he likes.
Yeah.
He wants to bet on them, but he's never
taking for sandbagging.
He's sandbagging.
Yeah.
All right.
And
so
then, then he talk noise about it. That's the thing, because I'm taking a couple of his bets, you know what I'm saying? Just long slide, you know what I'm saying? Because, hey, like I said, I'm old school, if you call my hands, hey, I'm coming out and fight you. You know what I'm saying? You want to take this bet? Yeah, hey, I'll take it, ain't no thing. And then he talk, no, nigga, this ain't my team. I'm just betting because you just said something. You can't just say, oh, I'm the champ, and think nobody ain't gonna come out there, you know what I'm saying, to see what's there. I'm like, I was like, what? Yeah. But hey, man, he's a good guy, man. Definitely a high contributor to the group. We appreciate that camaraderie, man. Like, you know, it's all love, and that's what I want everyone to understand. You know, it's all love from he's like one of these powerhouses, like the Bumpies, all that stuff that y'all see from these guys. You know, hey, it's media and soon to be paid media. So hey.
I got a little bit of a video for y'all to start this off. So this Coach Prime.
Hey.
Shout out to them JSU Tigers.
He can do no wrong.
So this Coach Prime, he does this thing, right? We're gonna pause that. He does this thing where he goes through and it's his routine, pregame routine. He walks every field, he walks around, kind of get an idea. And it's good he does that because you got to see which way the wind blowing, which way the sun's coming in, all things you got to take into mind for when you got to make crucial decisions in the game. But if you haven't seen this, we won't play the whole thing. But as he's walking, it was some choice words that came from the Alabama State players. It dropped some N-bombs, F. Jackson, got pretty testy. So, you know, Dion feeling some type of way. If you didn't see the game, Coach Prime actually tried to run the score up on them boys.
That's my guy.
So that's what he heard going in. Okay, so that's the first part of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Second part of that is after they get ready to put them hands on them. And I've never been a fan of this, but, you know, it is what it is. When teams meet in the middle, coaches meet, show some sportsmanship and things like that. But this is what happened after the game. He goes up, do the handshake. Eddie Robinson Jr. Your hands off me, son. Coach Prime sitting there, you know, looking like he does. So y'all stay with me. It gets even better.
Okay. There's more?
There's more.
There's more.
There's more. So so this one goes into the actual comment tonight. I'm sorry, the actual comments from the group kind of goes in there, but the video goes with this. We're gonna let this one play for a little bit.
Me being up front is just like I thought it was a lot of disrespect the whole week, and so you're not gonna be disrespectful the whole week in the media. We didn't talk in the pregame. I was out there the whole time at the 50-yard line. He walked through our whole our whole huddle on our end zone and came a long way around and get to his side of the field in the pregame. Thought that wasn't classy at all. And so in the postgame, I'm not about to give you the Obama bro. You know, I'm gonna shake your hand. I'm gonna go on. I'm always respectful and respect the game. You know, you got the great guys.
Not the Obama bro. So to preference that, after he gets done giving his perspective of it, he says that Coach Prime is not swag. He said he's not swag. So, you know, Coach Prime is just the guy that he's a showman.
It's prime time.
He's prime time for a reason. So, Coach Prime.
Almost like a little running bands up, getting rich.
Oh!
Who is swag?
That's my dog.
Who is swag? 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 I am swag. Who is swag? I am swag.
Yeah, buddy.
So I think that's the perfect clapback for that.
Yeah.
Man, so whose side you taking in this? You going with Coach Eddie Robinson Jr. or Coach Prime?
You asking me this?
I'm asking everybody.
You want HBCU spotlight?
Yeah.
You go first. I want to hear your answer.
All right. First, Eddie Robinson Jr. is from New Orleans.
Okay.
I can't go against my dude, man. You lucky I wasn't. I've been and snuck Dion stupid ass, man. Come on, man. Let's go, man. Dion ain't swag, bro. He ain't swag, bro. Just like he said, he prime time. We appreciate what he's doing, what he's contributed to the game. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? He's really not swag. And, and I was thinking the same thing, like, who really does that? Like, bro, you gonna come here and walk my stadium? Like, who does that? You know what I'm saying?
Every stadium, though.
Stay on your side. Hey.
You sound like an old man.
How you know what's
Get off my lawn.
You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you ain't doing that shit in the pit. We not know.
It ain't got nothing to do with that thumping they gave y'all earlier in your ears.
Hey, look,
hey, who got next? Unc spoke his part.
The way I see it, I don't even want to take sides here. You know what I want to do? I want to say the HBCU won today because this is good for the conference.
That part.
This is real good. This is we on TV. They everywhere. I saw this on SportsCenter. We seeing more of them, which then if I had to let it trickle down, that's because of Prime. So Prime's helping them, man. And I think we all gotta respect what he's doing there. But yeah, this was just good for the HBCU, man.
Fact.
I thought it was.
I agree with you on that.
I thought it was beautiful.
You talking to one guy who believes in there's no such thing as bad PR. So yeah, I like it.
And I like that coach stood his ground. Robinson stood his ground. He wasn't for that. He didn't like what he saw. I mean, I think they making a little bit too much of him walking the field. I mean, he was kind of flexing, so maybe that's a problem. But Prime, he does that. He walks the field. That's part of his pregame. If you don't like it, I guess beat him.
Yeah, that part.
But okay, hold on, time out.
Win the game.
So, all right. So I'm gonna ask you this question. So is Prime developing any talent?
Yes.
It would appear.
Yeah,
he's developing talent, or is he recruiting talent?
Both.
No.
Both.
No.
He's still not getting. He's got 1 5-star.
He's still. Wait.
He's still
He got top recruits, bro. You said one. No. Look what you just said. 1 5-star.
1 5-star.
Okay.
1 5-star.
How many other schools have 5-star? His son is a 5-star athlete. The receiver that he's throwing to is a blue. Okay. All right. Y'all tell me.
Shador's getting better, so he's at least developing his son.
You know what? Even if it is the case, who is the Dallas Cowboys of college football?
Mm-hmm. Where are you going with this?
Bama.
Nope. University of Texas. They get all the fucking hype every year, get all the recruits, and don't do nothing with it. Oklahoma kicks their ass every year. So even if you getting those 5 stars, you still got to coach the boys up.
Nah, it's a big dip. Look what you say. Swag and the talent level is a big dip off. It's a big drop off.
It's a big drop off, man. It's why I call etiquette, man. It's a good
and that's what that's what he's saying. He's like, you don't know swag ball. You're not developing any guys. These guys that you have are great athletes. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's easy to be the best team if you have all the best athletes.
That's a dinosaur. So he's probably the one that we were talking about last year when they were talking about. We was doing it before Dion. When he got pissed off, when he was getting all the hype and everything. He's getting all the hype, trying to bring it back here. The only thing he's done is he's promoted. Why can't the HBCUs and the SWAC get the same notoriety as the big schools? We got the same talent. That's what he's promoting.
He sounds like he's promoting himself.
No,
he is. No. We all know Prime. We all know
he is promoting himself.
He's not doing nothing unless it helps himself too. We know that.
Thank you, bro.
He can do both. It can
put a buck here,
but it can be both.
Not doing anything for anybody else. We know Prime. We've seen Prime, YouTube, and all that. He's not doing it for nobody unless he's helping himself out. Real talk.
That part right there. Swag ain't never growing.
No. I agree
Coach Rob mentality.
I agree with both of them. Coach Rob, his side is. He was a SWAC player.
Right, exactly. That's
what I'm saying. He was a SWAC player. He's a Hall of Famer of the SWAC conference. So I feel some of the things that he's saying in regards to Prime in a way progressive. He's never seen anybody like Prime before, though. But he knows who Prime is. He knows what Prime does. And Prime's going to be Prime. But the thing is, Coach Rob is being petty because Dion is trying to promote not only the conference, but the HBCUs. You know what I'm saying? But we all know that Dion wants to hype himself up as well. And Rob does this, I'm SWAC, and then what does Dion do? In typical primetime fashion. Goes into a classroom with a sweater on. That's Prime for you. That's Prime. And if anybody knows Prime, that's what Prime's going to do. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, Coach Rob's reasoning for him being mad at Dion is simply because he's been around the conference his whole life. He's never experienced nothing like Prime in this division. You know what I'm saying? So
okay, experience. What is Prime doing besides playing good talent? This is what I'm saying. Like you check Prime's his IG. Oh, come on! I need a dog. Y'all send me a dog recruit. I need a 3-star dog. I need a guy that's gonna be a dog. There's no one else that can do that, bro. You know what we're doing at Grambling? We're developing talent. We're taking what we got. You know what I'm saying? We're taking the kids that's coming from these schools. We're not saying, hey, we need a 5-star dog. Let's give us a dog. We want a dog a guy that's gonna play like a dog.
Maybe they should, so they can be.
He's not developing any talent. That's what Swag do. We taking our kids and developing them. He's taking these good kids.
How's that worked out for y'all the last 30 years?
Yeah.
Where you going at with
that part?
How's that work? There's a reason why. First of all, you said that Dion ain't for them. He's the only one that stood up when HBCU players were not getting invites to the combine last year. He's the only one that stood up and said that.
We talking about Jackson State though.
No, he said the SWAC.
So,
he
okay,
didn't reference Jackson
all right,
State.
so to your point, how much money has he given to the SWAC besides Jackson? Like he gives money to Jackson State, right? How much money is he giving to the SWAC?
His job not to support monetarily.
But we saying the SWAC, right? You said the SWAC. So my rebut to your statement is how much money is Prime giving to the SWAC? And I always said it's about Prime. None.
Prime bringing to the SWAC is different than giving to the SWAC.
How is he bringing to the SWAC? The Jackson.
How many
the other teams?
How many games do they have on TV
by
now compared to the past?
Teams, he's bringing
how many
what?
games do they
Eventually,
have now?
With you know what, when Mike Tyson was knocking all these people out, what people stopped doing? Tuning in.
Everybody making more money now because he's there.
Exactly.
Who's making more money?
How could you not be?
Where y'all getting this from?
Hey, college football as a whole.
Common sense, y'all on TV now.
No. College football as a whole is making more money. So even the poorest of the poor and football teams are gonna make a little bit of extra cash too. So hey.
And that's not credited to Prime. That's what I'm saying.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's not credited.
I'm agreeing with you, right? You making valid points too, right? I'm agreeing with
Prime is
so being on more televised game doesn't make y'all more money.
But that's not from Prime, bro.
Are you kidding me? Why would we be watching SWAC games right now?
Exactly, man.
Grambling was on. Listen,
Get that man
Grambling was on TV well before this, bro. We was on SWAC before.
They
this.
was on TV.
Regional TV. It was on regional TV.
Your team.
Prime brought notoriety into Jackson State, bro. This is why we got Hugh Jackson right now. We had Eddie Robb. We had Doug Williams. That's what I'm saying.
Who and who
on the East
How long them dudes been gone?
Okay, so do we need to pull your college up? So that's what I'm saying. So where we going with this?
Oh, we can pull my college up. We had our business.
That's what I'm saying. You tearing down our coaches. It does. You saying who? Eddie Robinson is the most winning coach in college football.
I know that part.
So why are you discrediting him? So you say
I'm not discrediting him. So how long ago did Coach Robinson play?
What is your point?
The point is,
my point is you have a history
right now.
You bring up old.
Y'all are stagnant. Well, y'all gonna be history right now. That's why the HBCUs don't have the facilities that the Power 5 comes have. Why? Because they don't have TV deals. They don't have the people in the stands. That's why.
They don't have the recruits, bro.
What recruit want to go play in an empty stadium?
Right.
The bands, they've been doing that.
No, I'm not a man. Nobody care about the band members.
I hear you.
So Eddie Robinson, he's passionate in what he does. He's passionate in what the SWAC was. And hopefully he's the same way in what it becomes. And in the pin away, you're hitting the guy named Primetime. Everybody knows how Primetime acts. He's doing good things. But we all know he's not doing all these good things because he wants to. He knows that if Prime has his name on it, it's going to be an extra sprinkle on it. People are going to pay attention. You know what I'm saying? They're going to get a couple extra football games.
So you keep saying Prime does Prime for Prime. Answer me this. Why is he at Jackson State then?
We just said that.
Where else could he be? He could be. There's plenty of other jobs he could have got. Why he chose there?
Why he choose Jackson? Because he chose Jackson because you choose the lowest of the lows. Your name. Hold on. Primetime could have went to any school.
That's my point.
He could have went to the lowest. He could have went to the lowest of the low. Not even the SWAC. He could have went to Salem State University over here in Massachusetts.
He chose HBCU. So it is. It partly is for the conference.
HBCU chose him.
HBCU because if he would have went college, he would have been conflicted everything he's been about and been saying. That's why he's at an HBCU right now.
he wasn't. He was saying that. He's saying that now that he's here, trying to help it. I mean, y'all can have it, man. But
no, I'm talking about the Prime gonna do what he want to do, and that's not a bad thing. People are like this in the world. You're here, you got your name on here, you got everybody trooping now as the HBCU, and a little bit to what I'm saying. You can't discredit. You can discredit them for not getting recruits in the football game, but it's an etiquette here in the HBCU system. And Coach Eddie Robinson felt like Prime broke that in a sense.
That's it. That's all I'm saying.
And that's what it is.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know the culture because
it's
he's bringing this stuff.
It's a broke etiquette though. Y'all been
broke.
Etiquette. Y'all been broke.
Compared to what? So y'all comparing us to what, these top level schools?
Y'all have some
why we can't go, D1, to a D1 school comparison to comparison for us with the student body size.
I mean, you can do what you want.
If he not doing on the right, then Coach Saban would have came out and said that they paying for players over there when he got their corner.
I'm not saying Prime's not doing it. He's not doing nothing wrong.
The part I don't like about it is, and I caught wind of it last year when he was in there. Yeah, Prime is going to be Prime, but he always was speaking of the SWAC as a whole, the conference as a whole. This is why we need to bring the talent back here to the way that it used to be. He's always promoted that since day one and he got there. But what happened is some of the coaches started speaking out. Hey, like some people do sometimes. Oh, we was doing this before him. We don't need him here. We don't need him there. Why you gonna hate on it?
Yeah, that's the part I don't
get.
When
everybody can eat.
Right.
There's always
how is everyone eating when he's not doing anything for
the TV deals?
The rising tide raises all ships, man.
So time out. Okay, so we gonna say that Deion Sanders is the reason why Prairie View is on TV. Why Grambling State University is on TV.
It is
why Southern University is on TV. That's what we say.
They own TV almost every weekend now. You know when we used to see games here?
So you saying that because of SWAC. I mean, because of
only no, but a big part of that, yeah.
Because of Prime. You saying all these other SWAC teams, even FAMU is in a SWAC now. So you saying that they're on TV because of Deion Sanders?
No, they got a bigger TV. Here's the thing: they was always on TV regional. For you, how long you been living in Dallas?
Long time. Long enough to know when ESPN University came out.
The only game we used to see here is Grambling and Prairie View. But now I'm watching Alcorn State. Mm-hmm. I'm watching FAMU. I'm watching Texas Southern, who I never saw on TV. That's what we're getting right now. You can flip to your TV station. No, not from T. You singling in on that.
But that's what you said. You saying that
part of the equation. He's part of the equation.
Yeah, 100%.
You got a Hall of Fame NFL player that's giving y'all additional credibility.
Yeah.
It's all the old heads that's upset to feel like he coming here and he's stepping on toes of the Giants. He's not stepping on toes of the people that came before him.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, so I'm asking you this. So who have you spoke to come to that conclusion? Or is this how your perception of all of this?
You perceive it.
Huh? I'm telling you, giving you feedback right now. I'm giving you the culture, and that's just the same way what Deion Sanders doing is rejecting it. He's not even listening.
I'm not rejecting. What
he's doing this, but that's what I'm saying.
You dissed him like the other coaches doing. You said, we were doing it before Deion. Yes, you did.
No, I just made facts. I speak on facts. We were doing it, and I spoke on Grambling what I know.
We can agree to disagree, fam.
Deion doing, shout out to Deion though, real talk. Because he's doing what no lady in the United States is doing to promoting the WNBA. You know what I'm saying? He's giving it a little bit more sprinkle. My whole thing about it is, I think these two guys need to go settle it out and have a chat. Because Eddie Robb is old school, and you can't take the old school away from him. He was there during the time when it was rough, and hey, he's gonna appreciate in the future when it blossoms. He's not ready for that right now. He's not ready for Coach Prime. He's not ready for Coach Prime and everything that comes with Coach Prime. He's not ready for it. It's all.
Could be true.
Yeah, I agree. The thing is, yes, Coach, Prime is coming with a whole lot, and the thing is, yes, he, everyone thinks he's doing this great service, but it's to one pot. Just like, for instance, I've been out here in Dallas long enough to have my son to play against in his league in Cedar Hill, his football team, and play against his team, The Truth. And what they did, they had all the best talent. They didn't develop much talent. I watched them have all the best talent in the city. And that's what we're seeing on a different level. That's it.
I still think the rising tide raises all ships. So as one goes and they get more attention, they all get more attention.
Yeah, I agree. That's you.
But that's gonna raise everyone, not just him. And they're getting more attention. They're getting a lot more attention right now, not solely. See, I think you think too much in extremes. Like it's either all because of Dion or nothing because of Dion.
That's what y'all said, bro.
No, we're not. We're saying he's a good part of it. We're saying that he's part of the equation. Coach Lee even said that he's part of the equation.
Said that you say he's doing so much for the SWAC. My rebut was he's doing much for himself and Jackson State.
But that's a byproduct of it. You signaling in on Dion. You're not looking at the whole byproduct. Okay, so who's the best conference in college football right now?
I only watch the SWAC and SEC.
Thank you, SEC. Who's in the SEC that probably shouldn't be in the SEC?
Shit, I don't know. I only watch LSU.
Okay. You don't watch them, but you got Vanderbilt, you got Missouri. There was some subpar teams.
Some bottom teams.
They got that badge of they part of the SEC. And in the SEC, they got the huge TV contract. Everybody's eating off of it.
But people paying into that. That's what I'm saying. You got to pay to be a part of these conferences. And last time I watched, Vanderbilt Stadium is not big and filled with fans because they're a part of the SEC.
Okay, so now you're moving the goalposts. You said
no,
you said got to pay to be in the conference.
You just said that you said that. Okay, hey, Will said the rising tide gets everyone. Whatever, rises all ships, right? And that's what I'm saying. You said your point. The SEC, that Vanderbilt is a part of the SEC. That's all I'm just saying. So I don't see it. It still has to do with the product, the team, to get people in there. Because at the end of the day, Jackson State really was never a good team. The SWAC teams were Alabama, and I'm pretty sure, dude is pissed off because he got blown out. And Alabama has a history of winning the SWAC, being a SWAC championship. So, yes.
Hey, everybody needs a little competition. Huh? Okay, and so if he used to winning, then that's kind of saying he ain't developing his talent. If your competition is better, you need to get better.
He's gonna have to now do that.
All right, so you know what? I'm gonna post. We're gonna take our break, and I'm gonna post in a group all the top athletes that Jackson State has, and I want to see, because I remember when I played in the Senior Bowl, and I was used to seeing SWAC guys. Those guys that's in the Senior Bowl were way bigger than everyone in the SWAC guy. So I'm just saying, these conferences, these guys, the build, the athleticism is a tremendous drop off from the SWAC.
So that talent used to be in there. Why do you think the AFL was so? We can take a history lesson. So why do you think the AFL was so good as they were, and they got the NFL to run for their money? Because they went to the HBCUs and got the best athletes. Once that started happening, then Texas looking, Oklahoma looking, they got some talent over there. Let's go cherry pick those players. Guess what, son? You can play in this great big stadium. You can have these great facilities. That's the only reason why the SWAC is in the condition that it's in now, because their facilities were outdated.
They didn't grow.
Didn't grow.
Y'all people thought that going to other schools, I went to a SWAC, so that's not the same thing. So I digress. That'll be another conversation. But no, you know what I'm saying? No, people are brainwashed. We should if you ain't
never been in the locker room at the college level, then of course you're not gonna understand it.
I've been there, bro. I've been to a lot of colleges.
Not in the band, in the locker room, where the facilities were shitty. I've been in the shitty locker room
facilities, bro. But I hear you, bro. Make your point. You right.
It's all gravy. Hey, we're gonna take our next break. Y'all, hold on. Be back by 15-20.
Dion Petty is hell, dog. And Robin is too.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's cornerback Delvin Breaux here from your favorite team, New Orleans Saints. I just want to go ahead on and give a shout out to STWF Media for allowing me to come on and talk about my testimony, my story, and also talk fantasy football. I just want to say thank you, man, for the honor. I appreciate you, man. Y'all make sure y'all tune in tonight at 7:30 Central Time. Bro Show out.
And we're back at it like we're mad at it.
Wow.
Sports Chatter Show just got done with a great discussion. But we're gonna throw Uncle Bone right now, because we're gonna give him a chance to beat his chest, because he was right about this player.
Hold up. I got something too that I just found out. Vanderbilt TV deal for the next 10 years is $1+ billion while losing 23 consecutive conference games. And they averaging 23K fans. They get in the bag because of that. Like, because they in the SEC. They get in the bag.
Definitely get in the bag as an SEC.
And that deal is better than Clemson, Miami, and Florida State's deal. And those teams have all been better.
And those teams are probably going to dip soon too.
So I have no idea what was your point in saying that, but okay.
The rising tide
so
does
we're going
bring,
back
like
to the first topic.
No, it was just something that I found out. That's all, real quick.
Thank you. Thank you. Now back to our current topic we were talking about. You gonna throw me a bone before I just got come and steal it.
We got big play tape.
Thank you.
My man went off Sunday.
He
went off and he single-handedly put the Saints on his back and rushed them into a victory. He went off for 4 touchdowns. If you got him on your fantasy team, you ate this past weekend. But is it time for big play Tay to be implemented more in the offense, or even, dare I say, back at quarterback?
No, you just use him as a utility man as he is. You know, you pay him the scraps that you paid him to do things sometimes, because this is not going to happen all the time. You know, Taysom Hill has a couple times for the last few seasons where he goes berserk and does some things that gets him a pickup in a waiver wire in fantasy football. Well, guess what? This is not fantasy football we're talking about here. We're talking about professional National Football League. Good game, though. Good game. I'm not going to throw shade on it. Shout out to Kelsey, though. Kelsey had 4 touchdowns. 4 touchdowns, 7 receptions, 25 yards. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? No type of numbers. But nah, no bull crap. He's a good player for this team. He's a great utility man for this team. Hey, take that money in and be quiet is what the Saints are telling him right now. And he's performing, every other 6 games, 7 games.
This man can read every position. I mean, the guy can read the field. He can play multiple positions on the field. So I don't know why we're sitting up here discrediting the guy. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to discredit him because at the end of the day, we see this a little. They don't have enough trust in him to play him all the time.
Yeah, I hear you, but y'all still got a second. Y'all got to get this winning with y'all primary quarterback. So I want to hear this. I want to see this bravado next week.
We don't got to do that because last time I checked, our primary quarterback bust that dude that you're talking about the ass last year. That's the last time I checked. Last time I checked, the utility man that they thought was going to be the man in that game against Dallas last year, that tore him up. That tore him up.
Yeah, and I was just ragged on about bringing up the history, huh?
Hey, no.
Yeah.
You lived the history. This is different. You lived the history.
Okay, yeah, I lived a lot of different history. So I understand what you're saying. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the guy plays multiple positions. Should we bring him back as quarterback? I don't think so. Like Tu said, let him continue doing his thing because, I think, like multiple analysts have said, he played the quarterback position. He was hired as a quarterback, but can he handle, was he prepared for that pressure? And that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the same thing why we're seeing Jameis Winston crack, because Jameis has the talent. Yes, he can get the ball there, but can he make the decisions? No. Yes, that can be debated, but can he make those decisions while under pressure? That's what we're seeing. So I don't think Big Play Tay can handle that type of pressure being the quarterback of the New Orleans Saints, because Drew Brees, shout out to him, he made it look simple and easy, made it look cool. But yeah, it's a lot of pressure at that position on any team. And it's easy becoming a backup, becoming a star. So it's hard to have that expectation on you and then have to follow through on. So yeah, to your point, I don't think we should put him back at the quarterback position.
I agree with you on that. I'm looking at some of his stats so far this year, and he's actually rushing. He's averaging 10.9 yards a carry, outstanding in 4 games, 5 touchdowns in 4 games, longest one is 60 yards. And then on the passing side, he's only had 1 pass, but it went for 6 pieces. So putting him in key spots of the game, not allowing the other teams to key on him. Like when he plays quarterback, they can just key on him. They know they're going to make him pass. That's not his strong suit. Put a spy on him, make him pass. That's when he struggles. But when you put him in tight end one play, running back the other, wide receiver, run a gadget play with him, that's when he's more efficient and he explodes on the scene with like that. I ain't gonna say hopefully, but Dennis Allen needs to start getting that man more touches in key moments.
That part. I think the problem's with Dennis Allen, but yeah, that's another show. But yeah.
Well, he is a former Raiders coach.
Oh man.
Yeah, it is.
So let's look at some of these comments from that particular one. Let me see here. Is this it? Yep. Here we go. So shout out. It's actually on. I don't even be looking to see who be posting this sometimes. I just look at that's a good topic. We're getting great responses and some good feedback in here. So posted on this Taysom Hill's 4 touchdown of the game. It's insane. Team celebrating with him and Red Rifle. That he probably was looking just like that on Sunday. Like, damn, I got a chance to start, but I'm finna get replaced again.
Yeah, Jameis Winston was surely happy for Taysom Hill.
Because he knows he's an integral part of that offense. He's part of that offense. Like we said earlier, put him in key spots. Jameis takes some of that pressure off of him because he got I'm gonna say a big play Tay, but he's got Taysom Hill over here doing this thing for him. Hey, if they can figure it out, because I've already said, not that I want it to happen. For the most part, the Saints have a championship caliber defense. I'll agree on that. Quarterback is the key thing. And I'm not just saying, I'm not trying to sabotage. Even if they had somebody as simple as Dak in there, y'all would be a Super Bowl favorite.
Got a lot of banged up players right now too, so you know what I'm saying, to keep the fans coming to the games, you need things. I guess you need stuff like Taysom Hill having 4 touchdowns in the game against the Seahawks. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he'll get more time out of the spots. You know, just being at one primary spot will never be his MO in the National Football League. Hey, he's getting compensated very well for it, and he won't say a word about it. He's going to go there and do whatever job the coaching staff tells him to do in the given Sunday.
Facts.
He's a Swiss Army knife. And y'all need weapons right now, so they need to feed him the rock. Get him the rock in different spots, like Coach said. Get him in space. Let him create havoc. That team needs it.
And he does that. Because I ain't going to be lying. When even though he's a quarterback, when we played him last year, it's like, damn, just going to be the play. He makes a big play. Because he's a big play threat every time he touches the ball.
Every play could go for 60. But it can go 60 the other way, too. So you got to be careful.
Oh, man.
Saints messed up my parlay last week, man. Saints messed up my parlay, man.
So right now, I think the Saints are are they in 3rd place or 2nd place in the division?
What in the division? Got to be in the division. I think 3rd because what?
They're in 2nd.
Then 2nd now, okay. Because I think
Atlanta lost the other day.
That's right.
Yeah,
Atlanta and Tampa Bay were playing for 1st. Okay,
it seems like a conference that can have how many playoff teams are there? 7.
Yes, got the first one. The top one gets the first round bye.
Yeah, so I mean they could be in contention to get one of those wild cards potentially, depending on how the NFC East continues. Because if you got 3 teams stacked like that, one division is gonna be sorry to just get one team that's just the winner. So in that case, the Saints better giddy up, and you know what I'm saying, the injuries better slow down because it's gonna be a lot of trait to go in if those teams continue to play how they are. The Bucks continue to put a chokehold in the division.
I think the Bucks done, man.
Huh?
Yeah, they barely holding on. I think the Saints are going to win the division.
I don't think so.
And we figured it out, man. I'm telling you, we look pretty like we under Dennis Allen. We didn't have a system. We never looked good. Like we never looked like it clicked. That first game, we lost that one. We came alive in the last quarter, the last couple minutes, but I think, like I say, it clicked. But yeah, and Tom Brady, that guy, he's the voice.
He's starting to look old.
Like Tom Brady's a guy that you never want to bet on.
No, bet
like
again.
When it's time to put bet money on him, but before the game, you're like, yeah, we're gonna beat this man. We're gonna beat the team to beat him. And I still feel that way 20 years later. I'm not touching anything with Tom on it. not touching anything with Tom on it. Until they lose, I can sit there and say, whoo, they finally lost.
Well, you know, they buried them. They got the dub against Atlanta, but it was hard fought from questionable calls. Their receiving core is banged up. Julio is Julio. He might play 6 games this year. Godwin, I think he came back too soon. Mike Evans still doing his thing. Fournette's running hard, but then the offensive line's got some key injuries on it that came into the season with injuries. And now that defense, they still got some ballers over there, but they look kind of
beat up too.
Yeah, they're beat up.
You got to think about that too, because he went from New England to Tampa Bay. He went from New England where they were stationing everything for him in terms of who was back there with him, and Tampa Bay, this is his own team now. Tom takes Wednesdays off. Tom takes days off. So as much as it's Tom Brady's team, he's not there a lot of days. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna bring it. They're not bringing in the utilities that New England was bringing in. So once those guys are banged up, there's nobody behind. So in the sense of, yeah, they could be done early, but I'm not gonna bet on that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. It's a divorce.
Yeah, that's probably, you know, I just don't think, obviously, you know, he's 45 years old now, but it just looks like his mind is not in it like it has been in the past. As far as him going through his race progressions, he's getting snippy a little bit, you know, during the press conferences and stuff like that. He got stuff going on at the house.
Yeah, I was just about to highlight that point. How you can tell
Trouble in paradise. Trouble in paradise, man.
I mean, you know, when there's trouble like that, it's the environment. I mean, I think he's just been a great job of juggling. It's been a juggling act all his life, you know, and everything's been suppressed by the Tom Brady brand, and now it's old, and you know, it doesn't have his twinkle anymore, you know. So just like, you know, we talking about Tom Brady might be washed up. We would have never said this 5 years ago. So yeah, I think his time is gone, and it's because, you know, life is catching up with him. His outside life he's not that superstar anymore.
What did Barkley once say? Father Time is undefeated.
All the time, yeah. All the time is undefeated, man.
But look, if anybody has gone more rounds with Father Time, it's been Brady.
Yeah, I definitely, that's facts.
Either Brady or Kevin Willis.
Yeah. We're not at that level though. What I'm saying is that level.
You say Kevin Willis?
Right.
Yeah, that's another one.
It's like Tom. It's like you was looking for Tom to have the old face and the old expressions and look old, and all in 1 year he looks like it now. But I mean,
yeah, he does now.
That Tom's dealing with at all. Tom, I know you see my post last week. I can relate with you, Tom. Man, it's okay. Keep the house, Tom. Go trick. You know what I'm saying? The treat. It's almost Halloween. You know what I'm saying, Tom? You'll be okay. You're in Tampa. You are one of the best players all time.
That man trying to save his marriage, and you encouraging him to do things.
I wouldn't save my marriage if I was him, man. Let Giselle go. She's gonna get old in 10 years, and she's gonna be meanwhile, Tom Brady's still gonna be a millionaire.
Well, maybe he can get half.
She got more bread than maybe he can get half. She got more bread than him.
No, she got more bread than him, but in K-wise, she gonna need that. Because she's gonna break down. You can't. That family's body ain't gonna be there for long.
And clearly, you don't watch HGT, the Discovery Channel, man. I've seen so many Botox shots, Dr. Chin.
Yeah.
She probably they would have keep their bodies up for years, man.
And it only takes one. It looked like Tom had a Botox shot this year, and that's why he looked like the way he looked.
I think we got to get some of the bait.
Yeah. Belichick trying to do some things, but our defense looked great against the Lions, even though it's the Lions. They were a great scoring offense, so that was it was a good week.
Number one in the league in scoring.
Yeah.
No, Patriots defense. That defense, they always have that. They always have that guy or defense that just comes out to the light. Shout out to Jack. What's that? Jack. What's his name? Jack Jones. Jack.
No, who? Jonathan Jones? No, not Jonathan Jones.
Is that what Miles Jack is at?
Nah, Miles Jackson, bro.
Okay. Something. Dude's balling. And then that's a guy potentially, you know what I'm saying? Like, the Patriots always got somebody like that. Like, people say, oh, they don't draft this, they don't draft that. They draft the talent just like the talent that you need. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't draft receivers. you know, but they have talented defenders. They have talented defenses to stay in games with teams, and they're smarter than 75% of teams in the league still.
Speaking on that, is a little funny footnote. Sean McVay laughed at Belichick when we drafted that lineman Cole Strange. Well, so far he's given up no pressures and no sacks, while the Rams giving up the most sacks in the league right now. So keep laughing, McVay.
Right, keep laughing. Like, he's gonna figure things out. I mean, he may not have enough time to figure it out, but if he figures it out,
it's really about the quarterback spot. I mean, we got to just figure that out. That's really what it is, the quarterback spot.
Hey, get that. Stop playing.
But I think we can all agree that 14-3 ain't happening, right?
Nah, 14-3 was never happening. That was like something in Madden or something.
Hey, I said what I said, and it still stands. I told y'all last week, I said, hey, y'all about to witness the start of our 14-3 run.
I ain't buying that.
Hey, that's fine.
I picked y'all to win y'all division, though.
Hey, well, I appreciate that.
Unlike the Raiders, but I digress. Hey, appreciate the comments, man. Thank you for the support. Who got shout outs tonight, fellas?
Me. Shout out to you all.
Shout out to
everybody that tunes in. Shout out to everybody that wants to follow us but is scared to. You know why? Because you're missing a lot of stuff, man. So I'm going to shout you out for you to come through. Sports Talk with Friends. Come tap in with us.
Absolutely.
We'll be back tomorrow.
Shout out to all my peeps who signed on and watched. I appreciate y'all. And always shout out to Brad. Shout out to y'all fellas.
Wow, shit. Shout out to everybody, man. Appreciate everybody tapped in. Support the brand. Got Slaughter Fit in the morning. Got give a shout out to Bitches Bark Podcast always. And everybody that appreciate, that show love to the brand. We show love to y'all. We appreciate y'all, man. Keep the group Sports Talk with Friends live and active. And see y'all tomorrow.
Hey, shout out to my brothers, man. Just always therapeutic for me, man. I wouldn't do it with anybody else. Shout out to everybody that tuned in tonight. Your comments and your interaction helps make the show. Sometimes we go off on a tangent, but that's because y'all give us good talking points. Well, we appreciate y'all.
Shout out BS and Bear Media as well, man. Yeah. Shout out to any and who rocking with the team right now. We got a lot of things spinning right now, so tune in. I'm telling y'all, we telling y'all as a group, it's about to be fire. We about to be cold in the winter, but it's gonna be fire in here. So
we're cooking up.
Warm.
And make sure y'all tune in tomorrow night for the OTSBS show on this new night. Hang out with your brothers. Hang out with the fam. Until then, we'll see y'all tomorrow. Good night. Have fun. Do your thing. Peace.